Welcome in, everybody, to another episode of Finding Value Fantasy Build and Battle Week 6. Let's go. Welcome, everybody. Hope you guys are all doing good. Happy to be back. Was doing a little bit of show notes going on, but I've been moving up about 20 minutes. So hopefully you guys saw that. If you guys are jumping in to the chat, that's fine. But yeah, should be a fun week. Not too bad. Couple thoughts here for this slate. It's a pretty interesting slate. I started it off with like feeling like it was very thin, but as per usual, just like I just gain confidence on some plays as the week goes on. So right now, as you guys know, the cover boys favorite, we got Bryce Young. Getting a little bit spooked off that, to be honest, but I'm still gonna be heavy on McMillan. I have a little bit of Bryce Young with that, but definitely big on like Carolina doing something this week, whether it be through Rico or McMillan, and then a little bit of Bryce Young sprinkled in there. But he will be a play that I have more than the field of. But I'm a little bit spooked on putting him as like a top percentage play, but he's a low on piece anyway. So, but yeah, big on either of the Panthers pieces, Rico and McMillan, or both of them combined. I think they can get it done. Their offensive line's banged up, but I think they could still put up some points. But even in garbage time, those points count for us. So, getting pretty excited about Marv. I just feel like he's kind of like getting out of a slump. I think like we haven't seen like what he's capable of in this league yet, and I think that if he's going to break out, it could be one of these next couple of weeks, and you could be like, well, and then the rest of the season we think of Marv a little differently. And I'm not saying he's going to be a top 5 guy, but I think we could all think a little just because the offense that he's on and McBride also being there. But I really think that we could be talking about this in a couple of weeks and just thinking like, wow, Marvin is a dog, or he's a good player, or he's a really good player, and we should have been taking him earlier. He's probably priced correctly in BBM, but also like we have a value here to get him at probably sub 20% ownership. Well, I guess it's Dawg Bowl, but yeah, sub 20% ownership in the regular contests. I think that's probably gonna feel like an opportunity that we could have taken advantage of. So waiting on 3 for the Dawg Bowl. Let's see, Marvin's at ADP of 34.6. So like I would say that's probably 15% or lower. Maybe 20 at max, but that's pretty nice. So another guy, a couple guys, I mean, being drafted most of the time, but I really like Kyron at ADP and McMillan at ADP. Getting more into Kyron because like that game just feels like, obviously we know it's probably going to be one-sided, but I also think that against the Ravens, but I also think there's a good chance that there's like a large amount of wind in that game. Who knows? But like they may just skew to the run game a little bit, even more so than expected. And I'm not saying Puka's not going to do good or Adams isn't going to do good, but I think they might run it, maybe a couple extra times because of that. If the pass game isn't working quite as well, pretty much no reason to air it out unless they have to. And I don't think they're going to have to. So I think they could get this game done pretty quickly on the ground. And then you're going to see some late in the game. You might see some Jarquez Hunter or some Blake Corum. But I think like early in the game, it's going to be all Kyron, all Puka, all Adams, and we'll see who gets it done. My take is that Kyron's probably going to punch 1 or 2 in by that time. And then, maybe Puka gets 1, maybe Adams gets another. And then it's like, okay, well, the game's out of reach now. So let's just let's run Corum into the ground. Or maybe give Kyron a couple extra carries, whatever it ends up being. But I think Kyron's going to get it done early. That's my take. But I like all of them. I like Adams, I like Puka. I think any access to the Rams offense you can get is probably worth your while here today in this slate. Been taking Javonte pretty much at ADP. Deeper scrolls. I think any of the Green Bay guys make sense. Higgins is okay. Either of the Saints, Shaheed or Olave, I like. I haven't been taking a lot of these Packers, but I want to change that today in the Dawg Bowl and otherwise. I'm going to do 2 Dawg Bowls today, and the rest of it will be regular PR. So, yeah. So we're on a clock at 7. Probably going to go. I mean, I'll take JSN because I love JSN. So we'll see. I'll probably take JSN if available. Yeah, we'll get JSN. So we have JSN. Maybe I'll do a Seattle-Jacksonville game stack. That could be fun. Maybe like a Seattle double with like ETN. Seems kind of interesting. Hi. Stop. I don't think this is crazy by any means. Do something like that in the Dawg Bowl, or if you don't want to do Cup, you could do Horton if you're feeling crazy. You could also do Mr. AJ Barner. I don't know. That seems kind of fun. To be honest, I might be leaning that way. We'll see what we can get as our second receiver or our first or other running back. Another interesting slate, similar to last week's in a lot of ways. Yeah, I think so. Oh, yeah, FYI. Yeah, last week, speaking of last week, I did not do good last week. Let's see. It was, yeah, I like got wiped last week. That's all you need to know. Let's just say, like, if I got 50% of my entries back, then I would have told you that. So it was worse than that. Quite a bit worse than that. So I got destroyed. And I think that was primarily due to a couple things. Chasing Igbuka late breaking the slate. It's not good for me. So yeah, my take this week is I'm pretty much done fading Igbuka. And it's not like I don't like the guy. Like, I just like trying to be projection minded, but I need to not do that for a guy that's ascending into the league. So I'm just gonna be taking some Igbuka now and not worried about it too much. I'm not gonna be like majorly overweight him, but I'm not gonna be like actively trying to fade him, because I know this guy just does it, man. This guy can do it. And I'm not saying like this will be the week he doesn't do anything, but like I'm gonna make sure I have some. So at his ADP currently, there's no reason not to. Like, he was in that 20 range, which is kind of like a spot you don't want to be jumping into on the 6-mans. But now that he's like pretty firmly, I want ETN here, I think. Is Tootin gonna play? Tootin doesn't play. ETN is okay. He's in. Okay, but ETN is still pretty good play, I think. So I think my wish list here is I get ETN here, and then one of these tight ends come back to me. That would be my preferred option. Cub's been like pretty okay. I mean, like, as a number 2, I think he's been pretty good. And like, if Seattle gets pushed, the touchdowns don't have to go to Barner. They could go to Cup. That could be a really good piece for me in the Dawg Bowl. So I'm okay with that. Nice, Gale. That's sick. Let me see that lineup. Let me pull it up. Which one are you? Oh, the Gale. There you are. Ooh, nice week for you, dude. Dak, Javonte. Ooh, Dak Javonte is cool. JT, Ferguson, Nico, Igbuka. With Nico, man, that's crazy. Nice. Good week for you, dude. Oh, yeah. But yeah, I would say after my week 1 win, I've had a couple like okay weeks, and then the rest have just been like full losing weeks. But that's kind of how you should expect to play these games. Like, you're not playing these games to expect to win every week. You just expect to, try to play well and learn from mistakes that you make. and I've been trying to do that. So, but also like, along with that, the actual best ball bags have been pretty decent, which I'm happy about for sure. Okay. So this is perfect. Perfect time to take Marvin, one of my guys this week. We'll get Marvin here. So we got JSN, Marvin, ETN, and then we're probably gonna stack up. We need to get a tight end. So Otten would probably be my guy here. I've been trying to get more Otten. So probably get Otten, and then Darnold. So my thesis with Otten is like everyone hates him, but like that is exactly the player that he is. Like he's not an exciting player by any means, but like it happened legitimately last year. A lot of people banged up. Otten steps into a bigger role and he just smashes. So if there was a week you would highlight that to happen, it would be this week. So I'm in on Otten this week. And even last week, like with that 10 points is a reusable score. So like if he can do that and then tack a touchdown onto that, that's a massive score for him. So I'm definitely in on that. And he actually like broke the slate last year. Like I don't remember his score line or his line, but it was pretty good. I think it was like, I mean, off the top of my head, I'm just gonna guess it was like 7 for 110 and a touchdown, or maybe 2 touchdowns. Let's see what it was. See if I just misremembered the whole entire thing. Let's look. Stats 2024. Cade Otten, big game 2024. There we go. Log stats. That's what I'm looking for. There it is. I guess the Falcons. 9 for 81 and 2 in week 8 against Atlanta. 26 to 31. So I mean, I said the 2 touchdowns, right? But like that, I'm not saying he doesn't even have to replicate that. It's still a good week. So like if he could do anything in the realm of that, and then the next week he went 8 for 100, and the week before that he went 8 for 77 and a touchdown, like he could do that. He can do that when he needs to. He's just not a guy that they're relying on to do that every week. So I'm definitely excited for that. And the thing that is a little bit different is the fact that they have Tez Johnson and Shepard, which kind of feel like kind of similar archetypes. But at the same time, Otten's been around the longest. Shepard does definitely have a connection with Baker, but I don't know. I'm not afraid of it. So I'm definitely into that play. So I'm gonna go Otten first. So it doesn't feel like I'm losing that much to take Otten here. I mean, obviously I could take Michael Carter, but like I'm playing Marvin as my Arizona piece. I'm gonna play Cup. Like Cup's not getting taken either, so I'm just gonna take Otten, then Darnold, and then we'll get our Cup double stack at the end. And I'm not gonna worry about it. I'm not gonna worry about these guys. Like Shaheed feels like a better play than Cup. I'm not worried about it. Play in the game environment. So sorry, I was rambling. Back to the chat here. Saw you last night at BR. Yes, I was talking to my brother saying that saw Christopher Davis in my BR. The Gale 2 touchdowns. Yeah, that was ridiculous. I was like, A, can these go to Nico, or B, can these go to Jaden Higgins? Like, come on, dude. Punch and stuff is annoying. I mean, like, I'll take him. I'll take him this week. I'm not like gonna be mega exposed to him, but I basically like whenever I'm just like feel I'll just throw Taysom on this team. Like it doesn't really matter what team you're building, as long as you're not building like a Rattler stack or like a Kamara team or something, or a Kendra team. I just throw him on any team you want. Like I think he's just a good piece to have. You don't want to have. I don't think you'd want to. If you're building 50 lineups, I'd want to have like 3 of them. Like maybe two or 3 would be Taysom lineups in my opinion. So if you're doing 100, I'd want to have like 6 or 7. I wouldn't want to have like a ton, because I just think like his snaps are so low. And another thing is we haven't seen yet is like we have not seen him. First of all, we've not seen him get any pass like targets, and I mean obviously 1 game sample. We haven't seen him get a pass target. We haven't seen him get any like throws. And you think, like, coming off an injury like that, if they were going to use him in that type of role, they probably would. So, like, now you're just banking on, like, the one thing he can do is just get a goal line touchdown, which he definitely can. Especially if Kamara ends up being out. But I don't know. It just doesn't. Sure, it could happen. Like, I mean, you just look at this score right here, 38 points. Like, that is like like, you cannot win without that. So I wouldn't say not to play him. I don't think his upside feels the same, where I don't think he's going to get these like targets. He might, but on this first game usage, they didn't use him in any way, shape, or form like that. But they could be just ramping him up. So he's going to play more snaps than he did last week. I think that's pretty much a lock, but it's just, that's a risk tolerance thing. I feel like yeah, he's a good boom bust play, but he will. Here's what I'll say: he's either gonna sink a bunch of your lineups, like you're just gonna look at your Taysom teams. Oh, well, I got 2 points from Taysom, so that team's dead. Or you're gonna pull up your team and be like, "This is awesome." So that he's a good play in that sense, but like I just don't want to have a lot of them because I do feel like it's more likely that he's just gonna you're gonna open your lineup and you're gonna see a basically a dead roster spot, and I don't want to do that to a lot of my lineups. So we'll take Geno here. So yeah, my take is you should take him, but I'm not going to take a bunch of them. That's pretty much where I'm at. I just feel like you open up your app and you're like, well, got 2 point Taysom, 2 points from Taysom Hill, so I'm sad. Or you're like, well, Taysom just dropped 20. Let's see these Taysom lineups. So, you could go either way. So, or he gets 1 touchdown and he's at like 9 points, and you're not mad, you're not happy. So, there's a lot of ways it can go right. There's also a lot of ways it goes wrong. So for me, I'm just going to have I'm going to have like probably equal amount of the field. Like I'm going to have a little bit, like he's not drafted every time. He's drafted every time in this, which makes sense. But like, I'm going to have an equal amount of the field. I think he played like 9 snaps last game and got a touch on like 6 of them. So I don't know. Yeah. Definitely want to have some, not going to have a bunch of them. Hopefully that was a good explanation. All right, so let's see what these teams are looking like. We got an Igbuka, Baker, Kendrick Bourne team. Metcalf. I really don't like Kendrick Bourne if Jennings plays. That's just me, though. Rashad White, McMillan, Olave, Warren. Here at the front, we got a CMC, Waddle, Ferguson, Jacoby Myers, Daniel Jones. I like that. Hey, stop it. Jonathan Taylor, McBride. What's Rico's ADP at in this? 12. Okay. I have a pretty nice. I got a nice cheap. I got a cheaper Rico on one team in this, which is pretty cool. I got Rico at 14. Is Rico Igbuka just easy to get? Yeah, probably not. It's cool to get like a combo that's probably not as easy to get later in the week. How did I get Jawan Johnson on this team? Oh, this is an auto pick team. Okay, never mind. This is the Rico team I was looking for. Marvin Harrison, Rico. So I took Judkins, Rico. Is that what I did? Okay, that makes more sense. Okay. Got quite a bit of Michael Carter. Here's the other. Okay, this is the team I was looking for. Genty, Rico. Here we go. I autoed part of a Dawg Bowl, sadly, but we don't have to talk about that. So yeah, so I have a Genty Rico team, which that is actually not possible anymore. Genty goes at 8, Rico goes at 12. I don't think Rico's fallen to 17 very often. So yeah, Genty Rico's probably not going to be a big combo in the Dawg Bowl, which I'm cool with. So this is where it gets really tough. It's like this makes me sick. Taking Cooper Kupp over T. Higgins makes me sick, but I'm not going to think about it. I'm just going to take Cooper Kupp, move on with my day. So this Dawg Bowl team is Darnold, ETN, JSN, Marvin Harrison, Cooper Kupp, and Cade Otton. So I got a big bet on this Seattle-Jacksonville team, getting Marvin to go off, and then we have a late hammer with Tampa Bay, San Francisco. Hopefully Otton can cook for me. All right, let's get in a couple of BRs, and we'll jump in one more Dawg Bowl, and then we'll do some pickups. So that's the plan for today. Eliminator update. We'll do eliminator update now as well while we're here. What's up, Jarrett? Let's fucking go. Good luck. Thank you, man. Good luck to you as well. Hope you're doing well, my guy. Just that there's nothing beats it, man. It's just the feeling of the NFL season is just so fun. And I know people teeter off as the season goes on. Like even now, people are probably like tuning out, but I don't know. I'm as locked in as ever. It's so fun. Got Roto Run in here. That's awesome. So let's do I'll do the BBM update here. So highest like point total for like per team on the slate looks like Packers and Colts. Yep. Okay, so let's pull up this eliminator. So eliminator, I'm still above expectation, but not by a lot. Well, actually, yeah, I'm about double the field in my expectation now. So I'll show you these real quick. Here I am. I have 7 teams left. 7 teams left. One looks really good. I think this one looks really good for me. I guess this one's an 85% chance. I'm not sure how that's like calculated, but that feels good. I guess early on. Got another one with a good shot. So for me, I've said this all week. I'm happy with 4 teams. If I get 4 teams out of 7, I'm pretty happy with that. Wait, what? I think we're good. How do you mess up? I'm just scared because they could likely shut down for all. Yeah. That's what I feel that way as well. I'm just making the bet that like they're gonna score enough early on, and one, maybe 2 of them are gonna have a good score. You want like whether that be Puka, Kyren. My thought is like Puka might not have enough time to get there, and that might just be the stupidest take of all time. But like the game environment being pushed is definitely in favor of like JSN. Oh, we're on the clock. Oops. Let's skip Jacobs this time. Let's do like a Green Bay stack this time. It's like Jordan Love and like Golden. Let's do that. So I'm actively skipping Jacobs for the purpose of taking different pieces. So we'll go Kyren, or we can go Buka. Let's go Kyren here. I mean, Javonte and Buka you can get anytime you want. We'll do Kyren as like a more unique combo. Definitely want to get more Genty, but yeah, I'm happy with 4 out of 7. Like a little bit over expectation. I take that again. Because after this week, I believe the expectation is you're supposed to have like 2 teams left. So having double that will still feel good. And that's doesn't feel like a lot, but it is. It's just a hard contest. Like it is literally every week you have a 50% chance of getting your teams through. Essentially, like that's just how it works every week. It's hard. It's really hard. If I can get 5, I'd be ecstatic. 4, I'm happy. 3, I'm a little bit sad. 2, I'm really sad. But I feel like this one has a good chance of getting through. This one right here. I have Dart and Scatabo locked in. Pretty much no other running back. I mean, Kendrick kind of. He has really good running backs. But I have him locked out at like receiver kind of because he has JSN, which is good. I think JSN's a good big week probably. But I have should be sharing the tab that I'm talking about. He has JSN, but I also have Pickens. I have Ferguson, so I have him kind of blocked with Pickens and Ferguson, and he has Pearsall who's out. So he basically has receivers. Roman Wilson has to be a part of his lineup this week, which I think is a big jump for me. The problem is I don't know what my second running back score is going to be. Hopefully more than 7.7, but I think I have a good chance to win this one, but we'll see. So I got maybe one that feels like a better than 60-40 chance. So that's good. All right, we're on the clock here. I haven't done much Waddle lately. Let's do a Waddle team. Let's run the Waddle Ferg again. Or a Tucker Craft double. Yeah, let's do Ferg. Yeah, it's a fun week, man. Fun week. If you guys are new, make sure to subscribe to the channel. I'm gonna try to inch my way up to a higher sub count. Try to get that thing to 100. That'd be cool. Obviously, I know these are small goals, but it's a big goal for me, so I appreciate anything like that. It's just something I'm doing on the side for fun and something I'd love to make it to a bigger thing one day. So I appreciate any support you guys can give to that goal. Yeah, I don't know. It's just like, yeah, this odd stuff is just super, super interesting to me. Like, I'm intrigued. Should we just go with scroll receiver or should we just go Waddle? Let's go Marv. I skipped on well, we should take Jordan Love first. Yeah, Jordan Love first, and then we go Marv Golden. Yeah. I skipped on, so I always like to take those chances. Like, if I skip on a player, how can I take advantage of that? Like, I skipped on Josh Jacobs. How can that be a benefit to me in the long run? Like, I'm gonna take Love on this team and stack him with Golden. Maybe that's why Jacobs doesn't quite get there. That's kind of the way I feel about these games a little bit. All right, let's get another BR. Let's cook these things along. And then BBM. See BBM here. I'll pull up my BBM as well for you guys. Shout out to BBMDB. Definitely check it out and drop him some love. I need to donate, give him a little, buy him a coffee. You know, good tool, cool guy. So BBMDB, I got 11 out of 60 teams advancing right now, so a little bit above expectation. I do have a decent chunk of Scatterboo, so that would make sense why I'd be a little higher. But yeah, so not bad. This team I'm really excited about. This is my like Rashi Rice team. So this team I'm pretty excited about. Need like Coker. Coker being good would be awesome for this team. And then just anything out of these two would be great. All right, on the clock over here. Let's get Marvin in, and then we'll take Matthew Golden. But yeah, I'm happy with the exposures. Hopefully I could keep this going. Like, if I had a lofty goal to set, like, which is lofty because getting above expectation advance rate is not easy. So like, if I can get this to like 25%, that'd be sick. So what would that be, like 15 teams, 16 teams, something like that? Should be able to do this math in my head, but I don't want to. 15 teams. Yeah. So that would be cool. I'd be happy with that. Yeah, I hope for more. I mean, I can hope for like 20 teams, but 15 would be pretty cool. Like I said, I don't max every contest, so the only contest I maxed was the Eliminator this year, other than like the single entry 3 max type stuff. So I think like you could do Jordan Love with any of the receivers. Like if you want to do Wicks, you can do Wicks. If you want to do Houghton. If you want to do Wicks, you can do Wicks. If you want to do Dobbs, you can do Dobbs. If you want to do Golden, you can do Golden. So I think they're all viable. Let's go. Let's go JT here. I have a good amount of Puka already, so I think I might start skewing a little bit in favor of JT because I actually have, I think, probably less JT than the field right now. I have 5 JT teams, and I have not that much Puka, so I probably need to make sure I get both of them, to be honest with you. But yeah, I'm starting to lean that I might like. Ooh, that's a scary thing to say out loud, but I think I might start going a little bit less in on Puka, taking a little bit more JT McCaffrey. I have a lot of McCaffrey because I've gotten quite a bit of 1s and 2s, and I feel like he falls a bit. But like, obviously, I think Puka's like pretty much a lock to get you like 15 points. But like, you need him to get you 20, 25. And I don't know how likely this game is to be pushed. That being said, I'm going to start taking Puka, but when I take Puka, I'm going to take a little bit of Zay Flowers or a little bit of like Derrick Henry. So like, I'm like really leaning into the fact that environment gets pushed and Puka really smashes. Yeah, don't take that advice. I wouldn't think you should be low on Puka this week, but I think that there's a really fair chance that one of, you know, one or maybe two of those Rams kind of disappoint because they just blow them out. So, so fade. If you're going to fade Puka, you either take Adams or Kyron. Yeah, I'm going to do that. Yeah, I don't know. I'm usually not a big Kyron guy, but I'm just that's kind of where I'm leaning this week of like how it's going to go for them. And it could be completely wrong. I'm heavy on Puka on best ball, so I'm not an anti-Puka guy. I love that dude. See, he won me second place in week 1, so I'm not gonna complain about it. I need to buy his jersey too. That's the plan. So I'm gonna buy his jersey for that lineup. Okay, so let's see what we can do here. Talking about player, I think, yeah. I've been pretty heavy on like San Francisco pieces, and I just think Juwan Jennings and Mac Jones is a super good opportunity you can make. 2 low-owned guys you can get stacked together. I think that's really strong. Along with that, I think I'm like, for the 25th straight week, like how many times I'm going to teach you this lesson, old man? Olave. I'm going to be clicking Olave, but I'm going to also be clicking Shaheed, and I need to not be so biased towards Olave. And I like Olave over Shaheed, but I need to not be biased. Yes, I draft a little bit of fan, and not a bunch, but he's fine. He's fine. It might be a little too cute, but I mean, he can score a touchdown. Like, he hasn't scored over 10 points yet, other than he scored 10 points week 1. So like, I don't know. It's who knows, but he's gonna have a good role. So I think he's worth taking. But I don't know. My take is that I think the Pittsburgh defense is just bad. So like, I like getting to Judkins and those kind of guys, but I don't know. I don't know how I feel about taking Judy anymore. I was taking him the last couple of weeks. But yeah, I probably should play a little bit more Fannin and Njoku. But, you know, with me, I know if I'm taking one of them, it's going to be Fannin only, and then it's going to be an Njoku week again, and I'll be sad. So probably should take a little bit of both. There's just so many things you can't cover all bases. It's so hard. What should we do this time? Should we do a Kyler Marv team? Kyler's been super out of sight, out of mind. And it's probably for good reason. I mean, look at his scores, like no usable scores this year, but I don't know. Kind of fun. Bryce Young has had the 22-point game, and everything else has been awful otherwise. So, yeah, it's hard to say. Let's do let's do Marv Kyler, and then let's get Otten on this team again. Marv Kyler Otten, I think is kind of fun. Let's get another Dawg Bowl. So we'll do one more Dawg Bowl. We'll do I mean, we're doing a chunk. We're doing like quite a bit more BRs. Like, we'll be here for another hour, maybe more than that. Other things, weekly winners, just like I like 5 weekly winners teams. I did a little bit. I thought I was going to do more. I didn't do much more than that. Really nothing else worth like noting. I got some fun teams I did on stream that are advancing, but I don't know, nothing really worth like yapping about right now. So only team that I'm worth talking about is that BBM team that has the KC Detroit team that I drafted on stream or on recording. I'm just excited about that one. I hope that one continues to do good. Knock on wood there, but that team I'm excited about. It's really about it for me. Yeah, like low owned Kyler. I mean, like, you could do worse than that. My thought is, like, if I'm going to be taking a lot of Marvin, I don't think there's any reason I shouldn't grab a little bit of Kyler with him. So, like, if Marvin pops off for a score you need, Kyler, like, almost assuredly is going to be pretty close to getting there, because the way that Marvin gets there is like Marvin scores 2 deep touchdowns or 2 touchdowns. Like, he's already to, like, you know, that's already like 10 points, 14 points for Kyler banked in there. Like, I don't know. That's kind of hard to not be open to grabbing. So. I think I have like 3 Dawg Bowl Puka teams, so I'm gonna have Puka, don't worry. And if he goes off, I'll have my regular teams to be happy about. Hey, I have 3 Puka teams at Dawg Bowl. I'm only doing 10 this week. Damn. But you did, like, how many did you do? Like 8 total though? So that's, I mean, even having 1 left is pretty good, dude. Good luck. Hopefully you can make it through another week. All right, let's get another BR. Dawg Bowl's ready. Let's see what we get. Let's see what we pull. We got the 112. Damn it. You know, that's actually fine. Maybe I get Ibuka at the turn. McMillan, Waddle. How much McMillan do I have in Dawg Bowl? Okay, well, I'm getting McMillan here. I don't have any McMillan in Dawg Bowl. That's a crime. So I'm going to get him here. We'll see what else we can get, but I definitely want McMillan on this team. So I'll reach for him, and we'll see what we get. Maybe we can get, like, maybe Judkins McMillan is what we're going to go for. I'm not sure. How much Fannin do I have in Dawg Bowl? Got 2 Taysom teams, no Fannin. I think I just jammed Fannin in this team too. 2 Otten teams. Yeah, I think that makes sense. Got the 1-6 in this other draft. Clock over here in a second. Let me get JSN at the turn. Take a Genty team here. Genty Kyron. I like just like kind of maneuvering these combos around. Like, give me a little bit of these guys. I get JSN and Genty this time. Like, just maneuver these combos around so you're not getting the same people every time. Like, you don't have to take H-Chan, H-Chan, Igbuka every time. Like, that just doesn't make sense. So you gotta move these combos around a little bit. And a good way to do that, like, I think you could really get a low on combo if you take like 2, 9, or 10 ADP guys around this area, like anywhere between like this range and this range. Any of these guys or these 2 right here, like, you just take 2 of those together, like, you're getting a unique combo. I guess outside of H-Chan with him. So I don't know. I think that's really fun to get unique that way. It's like, you don't have to get that unique. You usually just take number 9 and number 10 together instead of 6 and 7, and like, you're really changing the combos you get. Dobbs isn't fun, but you can get 2 touchdowns. Yeah, that's pretty much where I'm at with him. That is exactly my feeling with him. I would love to get Ibuka to fall here. I mean, that would be fun for sure, but it probably won't happen. Is it just like, did I just do a Pickens? Like Pickens with McMillan? Is that just like stupid? I think I might do that. Kyron's not going to fall to me. All I know is I'm taking McMillan's going on my team no matter what. We'll see what the other piece is. Kyron and Ibuka are like jams for me if I can get either of them. Come on, reach Awin. Kyron, okay. See if this guy takes Ibuka or not. Problem is I'm going to be pretty much dusted at running back, but I'm okay with that. We can dig out of that hole. All right, so let's get yeah, let's get Adams here. Why not? Adams there. Let's get Drake May unstacked on his team. Yeah, let's do that. Or we can get Rashad White. Let's get Rashad White. All right, so we're on the clock. Okay, so Luka goes. Let's get McMillan for sure, and then we could go. How about Judkins? Let's see. Let's get Judkins. Judkins is awesome, dude. He's an awesome player. Yeah, see if we can get Drake May coming back here, and then I'll take Njoku or Fannin on this one. Bum, bum, bum. So we got JSN, Genty, Adams, and Rashad White. Oh, drafting for Roto one this morning. It's fun. Yeah, also, oh yeah, alts this week on DK. I'm gonna do some alts. It's gonna be Marvin Harrison, Kate Auden, and Kate Auden reception ladder, Kate Auden yards ladder, whatever you want to do. Definitely, I think a fun week to do it. And then you got Marvin and then McMillan. Those are my 3 guys. That's why I like all of them this week. Yeah, let's do the Fannin and Drake May thing. I like that. Let's get another draft. Let's do an engage 8. I have one of those left. Let's get these single entry stuff out of the way. I need to make sure I'm doing that every week. What have we got here? Extra point. I'll jump with this extra point to single entry. 1 away on that one. These are like the best ways to like make it's like save your day. Like you have a bad week and then you have one small contest get you there, and then you're like, oh well, there you go. Like that's all it is, or maybe even profits you the whole day. So, and I've been doing it, but I haven't been doing it quite enough. So I need to make sure I'm getting into those. As fun as the 50K prize pools are, you got to get those other ones in because those are going to be saving your bankroll every week. And that's the first contest I won. I won like a hurry up. I think it was the first contest I won on Underdog Battle Royale for 2K last year. Okay, so this is a extra point. I have the 103 on the extra point. I got this one waiting, and then this engage 8. I got the 105. 7 picks away on this one, so I'll see if this one gets there. So I got a running back, so that's good. Genty, yeah, Genty. I think you got to take a good chunk of if you can. I just think like. I think he's just as good a spot as most of these guys are. I think Pittsburgh's not a good defense, like in general. So, he's actually probably ran bad to not get. Does he even have a touchdown? He has 2 touchdowns, but like I feel like he's ran bad. Like he should have more touchdowns, realistically. So he just coasted to 13 points in a losing game against Minnesota. It's like I don't know, like that feels pretty strong to me to get him. All right, so we got CMC at 3 on this one. That's fun. It's just going to be a non-scroll team where I just jam in all the pieces. This might be a good one to do Taysom Hill in. On the clock over here, so we got JSN on this one. I know you're not seeing every pick I'm making, but I'm trying to be as helpful as I can because there's a lot of picks going on at the same time. right, let's see. Just go all in on Marv, dude. I mean, why not? Oh, dude, I was about to take Warren. I liked Warren there. Damn. CMC Ibuka, nice, sweet, sick. Makes my life easy there. Let's go JSN Pickens. And on this one, we'll do Marv again. Newsflash, we're taking Marv again. Let's go Marv. To Jennings, and we could take Mac Jones. So my hope is I don't know what the exposure is to Jennings on some of this stuff, but like I'm pretty happy because I have a lot of like I took a little bit of Lamb in Dawg Bowl early at like a good like 4th, 5th round price. So like if I could swap that to Jennings, that would be sick because that's my plan. I want to swap a ton to Jennings this week if he's in. I want to swap the boat to Jennings. Like I just want to. That's where I'm at this week. Adams or McMillan. Let's get Adams on this one. Then we'll get one of these tight ends. Probably pretty much locked in one of these tight ends. That's good. All right. And then yeah, and one thing I want to get before I'm done today is I want to get some JSN. Or Puka, Zay Flowers teams. I think that makes a ton of sense. Or like Puka Henry. Either one is fine. But one of those needs to be in my portfolio. Let's get Judkins on this one. Why not Chase here? Okay, then let's go somewhere else. Let's go. This is an engage 8. Let's go ETN. And let's go Baker Otten. Easy game. Easy game. Get Baker, Otten. And then like another thing about BRs that I think is just like okay, we're on the clock. Let's go. I think we just jam this projection in. Rico, CMC, Buka, Adams is just jam that in on a single entry. I think so. I think if QJ's out, I think Ladd should have a bigger role. I think the problem is their O-line's bad, but like Miami has like an awful defense, so I don't know. Not really that concerned about their defense per se. So this is the one single entry one. So let's oh, Baker went. Shit. Let's go Mac Jones, and then let's go. We can go Tonjes or Njoku here on a single entry contest. How do we feel about that? Hey, what I was gonna say is that it's like getting a high owned quarterback with a low owned piece is just like that's just awesome because like there's a couple of ways it could go. Like the way it could go is like okay, the chalk piece doesn't get there with the chalk quarterback. And I'm talking about Underdog specifically, by the way, but like the chalk piece doesn't get there with the chalk quarterback because most of the time people are taking Jordan Love, they're stacking him with one player, and the name is Tucker Kraft. Most of the time people are taking Baker, they're stacking with one player, and his name is Emeka Ibuka. So like, let's Tonjes or. Why not? Let's say Tonjes. That's fun. Okay. Yeah, like. So if you you could do it a couple of different ways. You take Baker without the chalk piece, and then you get Auden, or you take Baker with the chalk piece and you tack on one more piece that's low owned. That gets there. Like you're like, oh, double stacking doesn't work in BR. It does work in BR. Like I'll give you one that when it worked, it was a low owned like full. It was actually one normal piece and then two low owned pieces. I'm pretty sure. So it was like, actually no, it was just a full low owned stack. So it was Stroud with Tank Dell and Dalton Schultz. That was the double stack that absolutely nuked. So it's just like, it's not a bad thing to do. So don't be afraid to sprinkle that in, I think. But I think like the preferred option is just to get a low end quarterback with a low end piece. So that's kind of where I like to go. Like, you know, like for example, like a Juwan Jennings, Mac Jones, or a Kyler Marvin Harrison, or like if you want to go crazy, you go like Bryce Young with JT Sanders, which I'm not doing, but you could. All right, so let's get. I want Fannin on this, right? Fannin, Bryce Young, I guess. Fannin or Kyler. Who's got a bigger total? Kyler or Bryce Young? Panthers are expected to score 23 points. And Cardinals are expected 20. All right, let's do it. All right, Bryce Young, welcome to the team. So we got Bryce Young. Take me to the Dawg Bowl, buddy. Bryce Young, McMillan, Marvin Harrison, Juwan Jennings, Harold Fannin, and Judkins. We got like a two-piece Cleveland there. That's going to be unique. All right, so back to the regular BR. Let's get our quota of Zay Flowers and Puka. Jake Browning's not even playing, so you definitely should not do that. It's Flacco this week. Surely Chase Brown will have one good week this year, right? Surely. Man, it's been bad for Chase Brown drafters. And that's speaking to myself too. I'm not speaking out of line there. Been brutal. Luckily, I don't have any of him in redraft, but he has been like brutal in redraft, especially. Yeah. So there's my hope for getting Puka there. Yeah, they really have. Burrow stacks, all of it, for sure. It is brutal. All right. Jason Genti would be cool here. I mean, I could do the same concept, do like Adams, and I mean, you could do Puka with let's go Jacob Genti. Puka or Adams with Zay Flowers is kind of the same concept there, I guess. So any of my exposures of my Dawg Bowls here, I got 10 Dawg Bowls this week. That's all I'm doing, I think. Still, I mean, 10 is still a lot, but some people max it and stuff. But 10's a lot for me. I did more than that the last couple weeks though, but I'm gonna stop at 10 this week. I got 4. I got a lot of Cardinals, which is kind of gross, but I got 4 Marvin shares and 4 Michael Carter shares. I actually might have 5 Marvin shares. So Marvin on half my team. So that's not an indication that I'm putting my money where my mouth is. That is an indicator there. So I can't see the last team, but I'm pretty sure I have 50% Marvin Harrison, and then 44% Michael Carter. So if I'm wrong there, I at least get that. And then I think I have no McBride, I got 1 McBride team. So I got it all covered if they score some points. Hopefully. Unless DeMercado scores a bunch of points this week. So how do we want to do this one? Adams is gone, so can't do my thought process there. So we'll do something completely different. Let's do a Drake May Shaheed. Do I want to attack Diggs on? I mean, probably should. Diggs might just be back. That's kind of fun. And then we throw on like Ferguson or a good tight end here. I think I like that. Let's just throw whatever tight end's there. And then we'll get a little Saints Patriots thing going on there. I so badly don't want to miss the Olave week, but I'm probably going to miss the Olave week because it's going to happen at some point, and I'm not going to have infinite Olave. It's just not going to happen. So I'm going to have to deal with it. He just hasn't had the upside. Like, he's been doing good PPR wise. He's like probably great, but like he's really not had any upside by any shape of any stretch of the imagination. I didn't know how I wanted to word that, but yeah. Any stretch of the imagination, he's had 0 upside, negative upside. All right, see what other small entries we can do. Hurry up. We got extra point. We got victory formation. Victory formation is a good one to do. Leaf flicker. Let's do the deposit kingdom one. We haven't done that yet. Let's jump on that. If it's so far back in the thing, hopefully someone joins this one. Join the deposit kingdom. If anyone wants to join the deposit kingdom, Remax, I'm in that one right now. $10 entry, 1K to first. So hop in there if you'd like to join me. Drake may go. Oh my God. Man. Oh, that sucks. When you have a plan and it doesn't go, I hate that. Not fun. Well, if I get Dak, that'd be cool at least. Let me get Dak at least. Dak's a fine consolation prize for this, so hopefully I can get him. Otherwise, I just have to blow up the stack and do something else. Stafford doubles Zay back. Probably okay. Never thought about that one. I just don't like taking 3 receivers is not optimal. Like really ever. Like not ever, but not on any of these weeks so far. It's not been optimal. It's not been like projected to be optimal for good reason. So I just don't like taking 3 very often, but I could see it. That's how you do it. If Stafford has to throw, it's because Zay's cooking or Henry's cooking, I think. So it's really the only way that they're going to have to be pushed. This is fine. Chase fell all the way to 30. Wow. That's a fun team for him. See, that's when I would take 3 receivers. Okay, which one is this one? Is this a single entry? This is my deposit kingdom. So I'll do yeah, let's do Pukaze on this one. Why not? Why not? Yes, definitely. Yeah, not 100% sure off the top of my head, but I'm like 99% sure that Stafford would go every time in a Dawg Bowl. So yeah, I'm sure he does. Yeah, he does. And Stafford's like quarterback 6 in regular, so he's definitely going off of Dawg Bowl. So. I have a fullback dive waiting as well. So when that thing fills, I'll definitely be able to do another good contest for like the stacking stuff. Let's do Puka. So we'll do a few more of these bad boys, and then we'll start our pick'ems, and then we'll get out of here, guys. So got probably about 30 more minutes of the program going on still. So hopefully you guys are enjoying having something on in the background while you're doing other stuff or whatever you're doing. This should be a good old time. All right, JSN Genty. We'll see if one of these Rams can come back to me or not. Yeah, no, he's not on. If he was on the own, that'd be crazy. They have like a 30-point team total. No, not 30. 25.75. Still a lot. Packers have 30 almost. Yeah, 25 is not quite close to 30, but it's still a lot. It's like Rams get 3 touchdowns. I think they get more than that personally. But they get 3 touchdowns, and one of them goes to. All right, let's get Puka this one. There's my Pukaze. I'm gonna do the Pukaze on this one too. Like Zay's been awesome this year. Like he's really good. Like if Lamar was still playing, like if Lamar played all these games, Zay would legit be probably like in this range, probably. In my opinion. All right. Oh, Genty, sweet. We'll take Genty. So we got Puka, Genty. We're gonna take Zay on this one. So let's go Ferg, Warren, McBride. Let's go McBride on this one. JSN, Genty, regular Battle Royale. We'll get Warren on this one. Okay, we'll do Diggs, Drake, May. We gotta get a little bit of this. All right, on the clock over here. Judkins, Ferguson. We'll get Zay, and then we'll see if we can get Dak. If we can't get Dak, we can get Drake May unstacked. Let's go to the running back we can get on the other. I get Jalen Warren, ETN, Mike Carter. Perfect team to take Mr. Kate Otten on. Or go Taysom Hill, I guess. We go Taysom on this one. Little game environment bet. Actually, no, it's not necessary. That's not. You don't take Taysom Hill as a game environment bet. That's not necessary. He's not someone that benefits from a crazy game environment, I don't think. That seems like a little bit too fancy play there. So this is the top Deposit Kingdom, right? We got Genti. Okay, so this is a Zay team, right? Let's go Michael Carter on this one. Who did we lose? Who did we lose? We need another running back, right? Michael Carter go? Where's he at? He's there still. It's just a regular BR, right? Let's go Warren and Otten. Holy crap, we're on the clock like 90 things right now. Let's get Drake May unstacked. It's on the clock like 4 drafts at the same time. That was sweet. Okay. All right. Let's get Judkins. Let's get Travis Etienne. And then we have plenty of options at receiver. Or quarterback. We can just go unstack Daniel Jones. I think that's probably where I'm going to go on this one. Yeah, I like that. Here's my Battle Royale team. We got JSN, Genti, Diggs, May, Warren, Otten. Still waiting for that $25 to fill. Yeah, definitely. I'm gonna do a good amount of. I'm gonna be doing a pretty good amount of like. Yeah, Jennings is gonna be a big swap for me this week. I'm gonna have a good amount of swaps to like. Who else are we swapping to? I mean, Jennings is my main swap. If I'm not swapping to Jennings, it'll probably be like Marvin Harrison or I guess Zay, maybe Olave or Shaheed. But yeah, I want to get a Drake May Shaheed team or Drake May Diggs Shaheed team. Maybe both. I kind of want both of those. And then while you're at it, might as well get a Drake May Olave team and a Drake May Diggs Olave team. Holy crap. I'll probably do all those permutations. In fact, that might be like something I do like after this. And just auto them. So we got Zay Flowers on this one. Yeah, another Puka Zay team. Puka Zay, Judkins, Carter, Ferguson. I'm pretty much in the camp, and I don't think they need like Puka does not need to be pushed to be good, but like that is the best chance he's gonna have to be pushed. Like, I mean, he was pushed last game and only got 20 points. So I mean, not only 20 points, but he got 20 points. So it's like I don't know. I think there's a really good shot that this game's out of reach. Like. Puka's not going to smash as much as you'd like him to, unless he scores literally the only 2 touchdowns they have, or the only 3 touchdowns they have at that point. You know, like that's something that can happen, but I'm not going to like bet the farm on that. So I don't know. So now if Zay is cooking on the other side, maybe he gets a touchdown, maybe 2 touchdowns, then it's like, okay, well, now they scored some points. They're putting up a fight, and then, or, you know, same with Henry as well, but like then they're putting up a little bit of a fight. So maybe there's an extra touchdown in there for one of Puka. Devontae, a little bit more throwing for Stafford. I think that seems to me that makes sense to me. So, all right, here's my got the 1.5 in this fullback dive. We'll just do some pick'ems after this. We'll do this fullback dive and we'll do some pick'ems. So how do I want to play this one? I'm guessing it'll be a JSN team, which I am okay with. I was overweight JSN last week, but I mean that was good, but it didn't matter because good old Ibuka. JSN Ibuka would be cool. I think I'll go Kyron or Genti. Probably JSN Kyron. Kyron's one of my favorite plays this week. We'll go Kyron if we can't get Ibuka. Okay, that's fine. So we got JSN Kyron. So already getting a unique combo there. Like if the combo of JSN Kyron is what you need in the first couple rounds, that is going to be something that's going to be lower owned than other combos. Like Ekbuka A-Chan is going to be super popular. Just want to avoid those like unnecessary like combos that are just there because the ADPs fall there. Like it just not definitely something you don't want to fall accustomed to. Like just clicking on it just because it's there. Unless you're getting a crazy unique combo because of ADP, then it's like a little different. It's like, oh, I just got CMC with Ibuka. That's a pretty good combo. Okay, I just got that in the draft a little bit ago. How crazy I want to go in this dog. Wait, so Dawg Bowl, let's see if my Dawg Bowl exposures are updated. They're still not, for whatever reason. See if I get this to update. So not updating. That's fine. All right, so how much Bryce Young do I have in Dawg Bowl? Just one. I could do Bryce Young in this one if I get McMillan. Marv. I have to get one of these guys on my team. It's gonna be Marv. Let's get one more. We'll get one more BR in with we're gonna get cover boys in there. All the cover boys will be on this team, except for OG Marvin Harrison. He won't be on the team. Sorry. We'll get MHJ Jr. MHJ instead of Marvin Harrison. Okay. So no Bryce Young on this team, that's for sure. I mean, Kyler Marv's pretty cool, I would think. Another Zay team. This guy took Henry at 12. Okay, I like that. Getting unique. Let's get Furgercraft. You do a Green Bay double, maybe. That's kind of fun. We'll do that. I haven't done that yet. Tigercraft, Jordan Love, and we'll go Dobbs instead of Golden. So what I want to do, I need him, I need Marvin, I need running backs, so we can go CMC or JT with these two, and then Bryce Young, and then a tight end. Auden would be like my cover boy adjacent, so I might do that, but we'll see what other guys I can get. All right, so we got I think we just go for this. How crazy are we feeling for the? I mean, I guess we're just going crazy, huh? Whatever, dude. Let's go all in. Let's go Higgins, Dobbs, and have some fun. This team is gonna be probably punting $25 off, but we're gonna make it crazy. We're gonna go for this game to go off. Higgins cooks in this game. All right, let's get JT, or we just skip it and go Jacobs instead. I'm taking Jonathan Taylor. I can't. That is a bridge too far for me. I can't take Jacobs over Jonathan Taylor. That can't do it. Can't do it. So what we need to figure out is our next running back. I mean, we can do Warren, Ramondre, Rico. No, not Rico on this one. Judkins. The Pittsburgh running back situation is going to be really interesting to monitor because if Warren is just Warren, it's probably a really good pick. But if Warren like splits even more so with Warren splits even more with Gainwell now he's back, I don't know, that would really suck for Warren. So I don't know. Okay, so I think I just have to. One of these running backs are going to fall to me. I got to take one of them. Genty, you're absolutely jamming that in. And then hopefully I don't get sniped on McMillan. And if we're really lucky, we'll get a tight end to come back to me. Preferably Jake Ferguson. Yeah, this team is just crazy. This team is probably dust, but we're gonna throw it in here and hope that the double stack and a small contest like this can get there. And maybe it does. Maybe it does. We're gonna have some fun with this one. Definitely the only contest you can consider doing that kind of stuff in is that kind of contest that I just did. Okay, so we get McMillan. Perfect. Got McMillan on this team. We got a little bit of a low end combo. Nice. All right, so we can Tucker crap. Let's see if any of these tight ends fall to us. We're dancing because that would be pretty nice to get one of these top tight ends on this team too. T. Higgins, cool. So Jordan Love, Kyron Williams, JSN, Dubs, Higgins. I'm gonna have to do I might max this thing because yeah, it's a good contest. 1,000 entries, 5K to first is a pretty dope contest. Okay. Anyways. Let's knock these out real quick. So I know obviously like you can't cover all bases in one stream unless I stream for another 4 hours because it's just so many players you like, so many players you can like and want to get to. But like a reminder for you guys, if you guys are wanting to draft, the guys I think are pretty nice this week: Marv, Otten, Olave, Shaheed, Ramondre, Mac and Jennings stack. So Jawan Jennings and Mac Jones stack. If Jennings doesn't play, you can swap them to like I don't know, Marvin Harrison or Ladd or whatever. Zay Flowers, T. Higgins, Jacoby Myers. Feeling really crazy. You go Travis Hunter. So, yeah, those swaps seem all good to me. I mean, we're trying to win the BR, right? We're going. Ooh, are we going Otten? Yes, we are going Otten. I'm not scared. Now, so when we get to Sunday and when and Kraft scores 2 touchdowns and I'm pissed, remember this moment where I said I'm going Otten. But when Otten goes 117-2, then I'm gonna remember that I didn't play afraid. I played uncomfortable and it benefited me slightly, potentially in this team. So this is a fun one. We got Javonte to fall, which is really sick for this team. JT, Javonte, McMillan, Harrison, Bryce Young got all the cover boys on one guy, and then Otten would have been a cover boy if I did this if I did the thumbnail a little bit later. So yeah, Otten would have also been on the cover. So I made it very clear Otten's one of my favorite plays this week. Which feels gross, but it felt gross last year too. And he had like 2-3 massive spike weeks at tight end. So hope for one of those to come this year. Kyron Williams I like a lot, just in the mid rounds. McMillan a ton. Yeah. So that's where I'm at. Favorite plays there. Obviously, you're not going to get me to say anything bad about Waddle, one of my favorite players in the league. Waddle seems okay. If you want to do Waddle Tua, Achane Tua, I don't think that's crazy. I think Puka is a good pick just in general because he's Puka Nakua, of course. But I think if you take Puka, I think it's not a bad idea to tack on a little bit of Henry. I don't want all my Puka to be attached to Henry or all my Puka to be attached to Zay, but I think it's a good idea to throw it in there because I think that environment is better with Puka, with like Zay going off or Henry going off. So that's my thought there. So this guy can't take another tight end, so we got Odd locked in. Sick. All right, so pick up time. Pick up time. I'll drop it in the chat for you guys so you guys can check them out and tail if you'd like. We'll do a game stack. We'll do a couple like crazy scrolls for fun, like crazy sliders. But yeah, we got Odd on this team. Sick. Love this. Okay. Pick 'em time. Where are we at? 121.30. All right. The timestamps on this bad boy. So here's my top three here. I think this is a good shout. I'm gonna jam this in right now. Let's get this boost going. 8x pays $400 for 50. Kate Odd receptions, T-Mac receptions, Kyron Williams fantasy score. Boom, locked in. Share the link in the chat. All right, so how do we want to play these scrolls? Okay, so NFL. Let's do one for the morning game. Those are always fun to have a little bit of a sweat in. So let's do a morning one. So what's Mason Taylor's line at? Is it still pretty low? He's been like an absolute weapon for this. I think we just bumped this to 4.5 catches. He's been like easily getting there every week. Let's go there. Mason Taylor, 5 catches. Breece Hall, big play. I'm always down to throw in. This is obviously going to be a long shot, FYI. So tail responsibly there. 4 catches left. I think I want to go the reception route there. Let's get like a 25-yard catch. That's very, very, very attainable for him. And then I think a Marvin Mims or Troy Franklin big play would be good. Yeah, maybe we run this twice. We'll do... Oh my god, that is so juiced. Holy crap, that is crazy. So 70 yards is 2x. And a 30-yard catch is... 35-yard catch is 2x also. I don't know. I think I probably just go yards there. That seems kind of crazy to me. Yeah, we'll do that. So... What's this? 37x. Okay, so we'll run this 2 ways. We'll run Mims on one of them, or we'll run Franklin on the other. So let's go like 15, 20. Go 15 on both. Mims got better odds on, and it's gonna be a lower. Yeah, so we'll go Mims and Franklin. So let's go Franklin 60 yards, which he's done what, once, maybe twice. Yeah, once. So. Big game for Franklin. Share and earn. And then we'll do the same thing for... What's the touchdown multiplier on them? Not that far off from what you'd like. I mean, that touchdown's not bad either if you want to go that route instead. So this one we have to go to 50. We'll go 50 on Mims in this one. Yeah. Okay. So let's go... Breece Hall, 25-yard catch. And Mason Taylor, 1 more catch. Little scroll thingy. Okay. 34x for this one. We'll boost a different one. We'll boost our game stack. So 15 for 518 on this one. Show me the money. I got you, Gil. Gil. Hopefully there's some good ones. Last week I was 2 of 3. I needed Godwin got hurt again or just banged up again, and that was unfortunate. He did not get anywhere close to where I needed him to get. Would have hit my main pick. It's unfortunate. I really liked Godwin that week too. Or last week. All right, so game stack. We do San Francisco, Tampa Bay. We're gonna go a different route. Already have one of those, but I didn't make one for the chat yet. Rams, Baltimore. Let's do this one. This is the gross game. Let's do this one. All right, so let's go. Let's just go ham on this one. Let's go. So Judkins, rush receiving. Let's go Fannin over 20. Fannin 4 catches. Let's go. Man, we could really go crazy on this one. Oh my God. Roman Wilson 1.6 to score a touchdown is insane. God, that is just that is so ridiculous to me. It should be like a 5x. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong, but that is crazy. That is absolutely crazy. Get Warren involved in the receiving game. Oh, this is a jam. Are you kidding me? That's crazy. Yeah, we're doing a scroll on that. Let's go 25 yards for him. Want a little bit more on the Cleveland side. GD 4 catches. He's used the receiver. They use the tight end so much more. Basically, like if he gets his like 1.5 plus 40 yards is 5.5. So he's 4 catches is 2 points. That's a little bit lower. Where's Ben Skoranek? They don't have a Ben Skoranek line? I would have took that. All right, so I said I was gonna go crazy. I can't find anything I like. All right, let's keep looking. Okay, so let's go Gabriel. What about that? How's that look? 11.5 fantasy points. This is hard, dude. I guess we can just scroll these up a little bit. Yeah, let's go 4.5 for Warren, and let's go 110 for Judkins. So now we got a 16x. We have one more leg to this, and this is a good pickup, I think. This is tough. I don't know. I'm having so much trouble with this one. Is Scotty Miller playing a lot? Really? I don't get this one. This is tough. This is I just like wish there was more lines out. Like give me a damn like Skoranek line. I'd jam that. Why is there no Ben Skoranek line? Like Ben Skoranek 8.5 yards, I would just jam that in right now. Like Calvin Austin's out, man. Like let me take that. Instead, you have me at 1.6 for Roman Wilson touchdown. Like good God, man. Okay. All right, let's take another Brown guy. Brown player to clarify, like a Browns player. Sure, I'm not getting canceled for no reason out here. Let's do. We just do double tight end, I guess. I mean, I don't know. This should not be taking this long. Sorry, guys. I'm trying to pick a winner. I'm trying to make a winner for us. We got wiped last week. We gotta get a good week. Whether that be, even if we don't have a good BR week, we want a good pick'em week at least, and that makes up for it. So, I mean, I guess let's just do Judy. I don't know. Like, what about, is Bond still got a line? Bond has a line. Okay. It's 7 targets. It's gonna take Judy perception. I refuse to give up the boat on Judy just being dust. I'm not there to say that yet. I think he's still got something in there. At least I didn't say that, right? All right, let's do this. Fuck it. Let's boost this thing up. 40x. Now, if Judy doesn't get there, I'm gonna be pretty pissed because I did not have any idea what to do on this one because it like I don't know, like give me a Scironic line, I would have jammed that. Give me a like I don't know, like I don't know. I just feel like the options were low. Is targets better for Judy? Should I just take targets? Let's go back. We're not done yet. We're gonna keep this going for another hour. Where's this game at? Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's probably just because these like Pittsburgh Cleveland game is like you'd expect it to be a gross game, but I actually do think it'll be a little bit skewed up in terms of like pace because Pittsburgh defense isn't very good. So I don't know. That's where I'm at least. Two and a half catches for Jonnu is like just crazy juice to the higher. Damn. This is like, I don't know why this is like the most difficult thing I've ever done. All right, I'm gonna make a decision. Sorry, I'm not messing around anymore. We're gonna figure this out. All right, yeah, there you go. Take Judy out. Do a 43x with just take the tight ends. Easy game. Move up the field with Judkins and the double tight end set. Easy money. All right, $20 for this bad boy. Let's see what 25 for 1,000. Yeah, let's have fun there. Okay, sorry about that taking so long. That was a little bit. Hey, maybe it'll be worth it. Maybe it'll be like, oh, Judy doesn't get there, but Njoku does. Anyways, hey guys, thanks for hanging out. That was a good time. Very, very fun as always to draft these teams alongside you guys. Hope you guys all had a good time. I hope you guys have best of luck in week 6. So hopefully I come back next week and I have a little bit of good news to report on, or maybe you'll see it over the weekend. Some celebrations going on, but we'll see. See what happens. So hopefully we can have a good day, either in the pick'em streets, in the Battle Royale streets, and the best ball streets, or all three of them. So, guys, hope you guys all have a good rest of your day. Good luck this weekend. Have a good weekend. And as always, find value in everything you do. See you guys next time. Peace.